Sometimes life needs adjustments to work out for us, and making these adjustments can be difficult to see. Welcome to Change for a Better Life, Love, and Health with Nadia, a weekly empowerment show hosted by world-traveled Nadia Rosh, as she brings needed information to help you select the right path in life's challenges, relationships, and just taking care of your body. Nadia welcomes all questions on the show by calling 888-565-1470 and asking anything that you're having a problem with. You can see Nadia on changeforthebetter.tv, as each week she will bring new solutions to your life. And to reach Nadia directly, call 954-907-5176. Now, let's get ready for change with Nadia Rosh.
Hello, my beloved Floridian. Today we have very special guest in studio. Our guest today is Frank Flavian. He is insurance and financial professional with AMDA. His insurance and financial services office located at AMDA main branch of 4300 North University Drive, Suite C200. And with over the decade of experience, Mr. Frank is a very good choice to remind us about a life insurance, what we actually need. Everybody need it. So my first question today, Mr. Frank, is let us write description and write thing is anything new today is in the financial and life insurance businesses. Can you please explain? We know is a different terms of the insurance. Can you explain us a little bit what is actually different between that?
All right. Thank you, Nadia, for your invitation to participate in this interview. And good evening to all the listeners of WNN. We will begin by answering this question on the difference between term and permanent insurance and share some of the newest twists and newest perks in the life insurance.
Right.
You know, for many years, people have heard talk about term insurance and permanent insurance.
Yes.
For some people, it brought about a lot of confusion. You cannot figure out which one is the best and which one you don't want, and you don't want to get the wrong one.
That's right.
Yeah. So, and some people say, in that confusion, I'd better have nothing. No, this is not the attitude to go. You should have one at least, and I will explain why. Here is a snapshot on the difference between the two types of insurance in very simple terms, because the important thing is that you understand the concept so that you can get the one that is right for you.
Okay.
All right, let's start with term insurance. Term insurance, as the name indicates, it's for a period. It's for a
period of time.
For a period of time.
Yeah.
It can be 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, up to 30 years. Okay?
So the client is to actually decide how many years if it is
definitely,
term. Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And all of this is based on the client's needs.
Right.
And depending on their age, this insurance would probably take them to 40, 50, 60 years of age.
Right.
And if you are with a good provider, your premiums will remain the same for the entire term. So you don't have to worry about things like changing your budget, and at the end of those years, your insurance coverage will simply end. This is what term is about.
Yeah. This is like a car insurance. It's yes.
Definitely.
And that's it.
It's
you
like
have
a car
to take
insurance
another one.
without the deductible,
Yes.
where you have to face.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Now, and around the end of the term, you have some options. And one option you can have is an option to renew.
Yes.
The term.
But your age already is increased, right? The price is going to be different.
You understand very well, Nadia. And
yes.
Okay. And the other option you have the option to convert your policy. You know, but let's go to the option of renewing. Imagine you were 30 years old, 40 years old when you have that insurance,
Right.
and now 30 years later, now you are 70, and you want to renew that policy. So
Yes.
it's become very expensive, and it might not fit your budget. And listen, what happened now as well? What you did, this coverage you have was depending of the needs you have. You have kids in school.
Right.
You are planning for college. You have mortgage. You know, you did. You were trying to replace, okay, all the income. You know, in case of your premature departure.
Right.
But this is not the case anymore. Kids are grown. You know, now you have to make adjustment and decide: do I still need that big coverage of insurance?
Exactly.
Okay. So, and the other option you can have, you can convert your policy. You can convert it from a term, okay, and to a permanent one.
Oh, anytime? Or you say some
around. Don't let the policy goes to the end to go convert it.
Right.
You know, it's in general 5 years before the end of the policy. You know, you better check it. You know, make arrangement to convert. You know, thing like that.
Tell me, if can the person convert from one company to another company, or this is need to
the
be
same company
and the same company?
And the good news about the good companies, when you make the conversion, you don't need to go to prove insurability again, meaning to go to have all the testing.
They already know you. Okay.
All right.
Yes.
You know, and this is, let me tell you, Nadia, this is a valuable option. You know, but some companies don't have that option. So some company, their only option is to renew. So please be very aware of the type of policy you're having.
Yeah.
And if you are not too sure, please contact us. We will guide you, you know, we will help you determine which company give you both options of renewing and converting.
The problem is most people will never read the policy, you know.
Yeah, that's true, Nadia.
And we listen what person said, and we say, oh, okay. But sometimes you have to read and understand what is this. But financial documents, like the legal documents, is very complicated. That's why we need actually consulting.
Yep. And what we do as well. Let's say you have a policy and you're doubting now. You're in a situation you don't know. You can call us, okay? And we can go over the policy with you, review the terms, and decide, hey, listen, this is a very good one. Keep it.
Yes.
Keep it, you know, and we do that for free. But if it's not a correct one, we will tell you, we will give you options. We will tell you, listen, you can have better with now, according to the market, and this is what we can offer you. Now, it will be up to you to decide to change or to keep what you have. The choice is always yours.
Okay.
Okay? And what we always say to people, Nadia, you better have some coverage than no coverage at all. You know, even though for some people, let's say very young folks, they're starting in life, they have mortgages, they got student loan, they got credit card debt.
Many payments.
You know, the term insurance is very good for them. You know, they can have a big coverage and for a very few dollars.
Right.
You know, of premium. So it's very good for them. You know, but what happened after that? You have to review that because situation might change.
Yes.
You know, so you have to have coverage, and we encourage people. You know, there's an issue. Why life insurance? It's very simple. Some people may die too soon. So if you go,
we have accidents.
Yeah, accident, everything happen.
Every day.
If something happen, your family, your loved one, you don't leave
Not
them in a turmoil.
after that.
Yes. And we got another issue as well. There's an issue of living too long. And we will come back from some other products for people living too long. You can be living too long and not in good shape. We should have then there is also another type of instrument for people living too long but not in good shape. We will go over that.
All
now,
right.
the second type of policy we have is permanent. Permanent, as is indicated, is a policy that you have for long term. You know, and most of them sometimes will endure, meaning will keep you until 100 years old. Even more than that. I know some policies that go to 121.
121.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
that's what we're supposed to live. 120.
And-
yeah, Bible said
and
120 is your term.
And you know what?
Yes.
And you know what? Some of these policies have features where at a certain moment of time, around a certain age, you might stop paying the policy, and the policy might be staying in force until you die.
Oh, okay.
But these are options you can have in those policies.
Okay.
And the good thing about the permanent policy, you have the coverage, and you also have a saving part of it. And
Oh, it's
yes,
a saving.
a saving part
Okay.
that builds cash value. And
You combine your payments for the some foundation, right?
now let me tell you what
Okay,
can happen.
yes.
Let me tell you what can happen. It builds cash value, okay? And you might have some difficulties, that happen to everybody, and you can borrow from that policy. You can borrow from your cash value,
Oh,
and
okay.
and repay it, And listen, let's say you have a permanent policy and you pass away. What happened? You pass away, your family will receive the death benefits, okay? But also, we have some type of policies. There is some features.
Yes.
Some policies you might pass away. Your family might receive not only the death benefit, but also the cash value.
As a cash value, what is the clients actually built during the terms? Okay.
So there's something I forget to say about the term. There's a term called return of premium term. It's a kind of feature. It's a kind of term you have where you pay all the premium. If you don't die at the end of the term, they reimburse you all the premium paid.
Okay.
So these are all the newest
It's a lot of options, actually.
a lot of options that's coming.
Yeah,
And
that's new.
And the latest options that come to the insurance company, it's what they call living benefit. Now you find living benefit either in term or in permanent insurance. Living benefits, if you get hit by some kind of critical disease, you're talking, let me give you some list, because heart attack, stroke, cancer, those things, you can pull up money from your policy, okay, to cover some medical expenses that you're going to have. I'm sure, around those things.
If you become to the
can
patients to the
some-
hospital, that's a lot of expenses. So you can use the money what you accumulate in your life insurance and use this as for the coverage.
Nadia, let me try to clarify for you. Imagine you have a regular term with living benefit, meaning this term has no saving options associated with it. But what you did, because it is living benefit, they can advance you some of your coverage.
Right.
Okay, to take care of those medical necessities that might come if you get a chronic or a critical illness, stroke, and chronic if you do not happen to do some 5 activities of the daily living, like you cannot bath, you cannot
right.
you cannot eat by yourself, they can accelerate and help you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. We're going to take a break for the commercial, and then we come back with you again, and you're going to explain us more about these very important things in life.
Thank you, Nadia.
Yes.
Do you feel stuck in all areas of your life and are unable to make a change? Do you feel unfulfilled and want more of your life? Do you have a big challenge or goal in your life that you're trying to achieve? Let's get ready to transform your life. Nadia Rosh could be the missing ingredient in your life. Nadia Rosh is a life coach that will help you get from where you are to where you want to be in your life. Being a client of Nadia, you will be able to achieve personal and professional goals, restore happiness in your life, decrease stress, increase confidence, and self-esteem. Nadia has helped clients develop deeper and closer relationships, improve communication skills, and gain greater clarity and understanding in your life. Nadia coaches men, women, adults, or youth, and helps everyone get ready to transform their life. Call Nadia Rosh at 954-907-5176 or visit RadioNadia777@gmail.com and get your free consultation. Join our radio TV show on changeforthebetter.tv and ask your questions on the air. Call 954-907-5176 today and change for the better. You are listening to Change for a Better Life, Love, and Health with Nadia Rosh as she explains options in your life. Join the conversation by calling 888-565-1470 and talking with Nadia. If you would rather write in a question, visit her website at www.changeforthebetter.tv and chat in a question. Nadia promises to respond as quickly as she can. Now, back to our show.
We are back to our conversation with insurance and financial professional specialist, Mr. Frank Flavian, and we're talking about different terms of insurances. This is term insurance and permanent insurance. So we have kind of understanding the difference between this one. But when you buying insurance, we still need kind of professional advice. What kind of insurance to buy? Can you tell about this? What we can do about this?
Yeah, thank you, Nadia. It really depends on the family. In some cases where permanent plan is the best option, and that is what the family wants, but they will be covered longer at the same premium. However, economic realities dictate what they could afford, if they could afford a permanent or a term.
Yes.
Sometimes you might want to have the best thing and you cannot afford it. Okay? So and that's what it is. So some people, sometimes it's better for them to start with a term policy, and when things get better, and they can go and decide to go to a permanent one. And all this requires strategic planning, and to understand, to have a very good understanding of the family situation, family needs, and their budget as well, before decide to go, hey, this is what is best for you or not. You see what I mean?
Yes. It can be changed. For example, this person lose the job. Is happened, recently happens so many times. Can they stop for the period of time or not? Is this how this is work?
Well, some policies have some options in them, and I think there's a rider you can have in the policy where you might not pay for a certain period of time.
Yes, and then renew again.
But not all of them.
Okay.
You should have this option.
Okay. Yes. So when the person buying, they need to ask this question.
Yeah.
Just for advance.
Yeah.
To know.
If in your budget, in your situation, because you know situation better than us.
Right.
You know that this might happen to you. That might be a good one to have this option available.
That can happen with anybody,
Yeah.
You never know. Now is company closed and everybody goes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's actually very good information, and certainly we want to see more professional like you to educate us with such important financial planning issues. So, what is the study or licenses involved in this interesting and become to life insurance professional? Like, is this like you?
All right, Nadia, thank you for that question. And to be a life insurance agent in Florida, the entry level class is called 60 hours life, health, and variable contracts. It's either 3 consecutive weeks.
Right.
Or a 6 days or full days class. You need to pass the Florida State multiple choice exam.
So this is my question is, if the person lost the job, how long they need to study in the school to be a professional insurance specialist?
Let's say you lose your job today and you want to become
this is one is option.
It's a 6 days
for the class
for the pre-licensing class. and then you have to pass the exam.
Yes.
Okay, if you successfully pass the exam,
Yes.
now you have to be to do. There's a process. You have to be fingerprinted. You have to be go.
Of course, you're
background
working
check,
with the financial and with the people.
and you have
yes.
to go to all those steps. And now you should have a company to appoint you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My question is, what school people can go and have this knowledge and understanding this business and pass exam and start to do some business in the same time,
Yes.
have insurance for the
Yes,
life.
Nadia, that's a very
Yes.
good question.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, there's quite a few good professional schools in Florida, and one can just Google life insurance school, and quite a few schools will come up.
Yes.
You know, tuition range from 200 to 300, 299 to 399.
Yeah.
And what we do, we send all our prospect to Educo School in Lauderhill, because at least for 2 or 3 reasons that you think of, you have individualized attention. Because Educo is a professional, family-owned school, they guarantee the kind of individualized attention that larger school and organization might not be able to provide,
Yes.
but might be needed or and deserve. And this can be true, especially if one has been either out of school setting for a long while, or worry of fast-paced teaching style, because this is accelerated teaching.
Yes.
And one has a fear of taking exam, and finally one might not have fully mastered the English language. Okay? And the second reason, Educo School use live instructor-led class and interactive computer-based teaching.
Okay.
To me, this combined approach is very interesting because it can actually accommodate any student time, availability, and schedule. No need to take sick time out of schedule. Vacation time from work, skip church, special event, abdicate family's responsibilities. Our company had helped many CPAs, tax consultant, property and casualty manager, teachers who are so busy and they cannot take time off from work, get their license by sending them to a school. But last but not least, the tuition is among the lowest, if not the lowest in town, $199. And this covers the 60 hours class, the Florida State Manual, review material preparatory to taking the state exam. So these are the reasons we at MDA we are
Support.
very encouraged
Yeah.
to send them to the Edusco school.
Okay, and tell me, is what opportunity to the student to have job? So when they finish the school, they can go any insurance company to
Definitely.
work there?
Definitely. Educo is Educo, MDA is MDA. We are 2 different companies.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, some other companies
Yes.
used to send.
They just give certification.
They help us.
And they can come to your company and start working as a financial specialist in your company. What else they providing? Your company providing not just the life insurance, is different kind of
Nadia,
financial services.
I have to come back for all the financial services because we provide all the financial services like setting up. We can help you setting up a Roth IRA. We can help you setting up some kind of annuities, some type of retirement instrument. We can help you with the health side of it as well. We do a lot of things. Today I have dedicated the time to talk about life insurance, and how you can become a professional agent. But I'm telling you, we are in much more field that area than that, and we can help.
So this is a different, very important departments in your company.
Yes.
And everybody can choose what they like it to do,
yes.
right?
Yes.
With the certification of the school.
Yes.
And that's a very interesting and a good opportunity.
Let me give you an example, Nadia.
Right.
I know a guy, while most of us, we are in the life insurance, on that side, there's a guy making really a big difference by selling annuities. Yeah, that this guy is making, as I was saying, he's making a killing in this area. You know, some depending of your market, of how you feel it,
Yeah.
you might be encouraged to go in one section then to another one. You see what I mean?
Right, right.
But
right.
we can do both as well.
Okay.
But you will find specialties. You will find some people, and let me tell you, inside the life insurance, we got a bunch of specialties. There's a specialty now. We know they call final expense. Final
Yeah,
expense
that's very
is a
interesting.
little
Final
piece.
expense,
Yeah,
yes,
it's a
final
little piece of insurance. You know,
Yes.
sometimes they are not big amount, ranging from sometimes from $2,000 to 50. You know, that covers that help families cover the funeral and all
Yeah,
the
all
expense
expenses.
around the funeral.
and
You
not
know,
make
when-
a headache how
Yeah.
to do, what to do, where to get the money, how to organize, and this is that's important.
And this is one
you know,
area
but-
where people are very some agent, they put only their focus on this section.
final expenses.
Final
and
expense,
this-
and they're making a very good living out of it.
Yeah, this is, the life now is very dangerous actually everywhere. And people start thinking, okay, if my family not stable yet, or they depends of the money what they have every month, so why I don't start, for example, $30 a month to put in this coverage, and family not struggling after, something happened with the life, right?
Yeah, yeah. You know, Nadia, let me tell you, some people, one guy has said, and that it's very intelligent of it. He said two things. If someone will have an economic loss of your premature departure,
Yeah.
and if you care about that, you need some kind of protection plan.
Right.
And
okay,
this is the message.
We have just 1.5 minutes left. So tell us how the people can reach you. What phone number you provided? What email address or your website, please?
Okay.
We have on the screen your phone number, but
the phone number is 954
yes.
3180561, and you can send us an email as well at info@mdaifs.com.
Right.
And if you're interested to having the class, go to www.educoschool.com. Okay, for all the information.
Yes, it's nice. I remind again, this is Frank Flavian, a specialist of Insurance and Financial Department of AMDA. Thank you so much, and see you next Monday. Love you all. Bye.
Thank you.
You have been listening to Change for a Better Life with Nadia Rosh as she explores the mysteries of life, love, and health. Tune in next week for another chapter that will help you make the right choices in your everyday situation. If you wish to contact Nadia, please call her at 954-907-5176 directly, or visit the website www.changeforthebetter.tv. And thank you for tuning in for Change. The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those